Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, we're in the studio. We are live. So get involved in the chat and the comments and let us know what you think about all the latest Manchester United news. Obviously, we're looking ahead to some of the games we've got coming up. Talking a little bit about transfer rumours. Talking a bit about contracts as well. There's a few players who are out of contract further down the line for later on this season or at the end of the season. So a little bit of news around all that. So make sure you're getting involved and hit that like button as well. People, good to see a lot of people in the chat already. Mick Hullahan, Chris Quigley, Akash K says, morning Jay, I'm at OT tomorrow for the Forest game. Haven't been since the Jose days. I'm gassed ASF right now. Yes, I'm sure you are. It's a nice little trip there. First time in a little while. Hopefully Manchester United can give you the result that you deserve. Santa Notch in the chat. Good to see you. See not, sorry. Chris Quigley, BMW Racing 1974, Football Sackerman, Morris Marshall, all say morning Jay. Morning Jay, happy Friday, says Phobos. Yeah, thank you. Ryan Pitt, Harry Potter, Danny Keogh, everyone is here. The usual suspects, always good to see you on a Friday morning. Also, Santa Notch says R.I.P to the icon, Kath. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a story about that further down the line. Just a bit of an update in terms of the reaction to that sad news that Catherine Reception passed away. Someone we met actually a couple of times, went down to Carrington. Really nice, dead lovely. You can see why everyone adored her. Let's talk about Bernardo Silva, one of the players I cannot stand. So, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Man City handed midfielder concern ahead of Derby versus Manchester United. This is by Alex James in the Manchester Evening News. And it says here that Manchester City could be without midfielder Bernardo Silva against United later this month. The midfielder, who has performed a number of roles for Pep Guardiola's injury-hit side so far this campaign, picks up his fourth yellow card of the campaign in midweek win over Forest. Should he be cautioned in the weekend game at Palace, then he will miss the Derby. I mean, it's a weird one with Silva, right? I hate him. I think he's a right little weasel. But he is a good player. And he's been very good against Manchester United. It's probably one of the reasons that I hate him. But is he performing as well as he can this season? I don't know. It's weird with City. Because I just feel like this isn't Manchester City. I know they won recently against Forest. It was 3-0 in the end. I can't remember the exact scoreline. But they won. But they've had this horrible run, haven't they? They've had so many performances where they just haven't turned up. So many players who just don't look like the players they did last season or the season before. It is a weird time to be judging and playing Manchester City. Because, yes, there's still a very good team. We've got amazing players. Likes of Kevin De Bruyne, likes of Erling Haaland, likes of Bernardo Silva. You can't just ignore them and count them out. But, yeah, you look at the run of results they've had and you think, what is going on? Why are they playing so badly? I think the only thing you can grasp from all that is just how amazing Sir Alex Ferguson was, that he always kept his teams going no matter what we just won. And we never went on a run after we just won a title, the likes of what Manchester City are on at the minute. What is it? Was it 1 draw and 6 losses out of 7 games? Pathetic. Ice Cream D says R.I.P. Kath. Stephen Neary says, I'll be more than happy if we bring Hernandez back from Benfica. Should never have been given away in the first place. One of so many poor decisions by Ten Hag. We'll get to the left-back situation in a minute. Hit that like button, please, people. Let's get to 100 likes. Colin Coupleditch says, morning all. Ann L says, I'd be happy with that. He's a snidey, dirty little bastard. Sneaky little kicks and elbows, talking about Bernardo Silva. There's a story here from One Football about Antony. Says here, Man United prepared to accept £45 million loss to sell Antony. We've had these stories a few times. We can scroll down, we'll see it. This is apparently it's coming from the Daily Mail. We're ready to get rid of Antony and we're just ready to take a big hit on the price of him. He's not had loads of minutes under Ruben Amorim so far. I know it's only been 4 games. He got on at the Emirates, didn't he, for the last 5 or 10 minutes, whatever it was. He started against Bodo Glimt. Joe Smith made the point a few weeks ago that there could be a role for Antony in a Ruben Amorim side as a wing-back. And that's, I think, where he played against Bodo Glimt. Ruben Amorim does like an inverted wing-back on that right-hand side, left-footed. It would work. Antony's left-footed. I just don't think he's good enough, to be honest with you. I think that's a problem. You can get rid of that. Sorry, I'm going to put it back up, actually. Sorry, forgive me. Sorry. You can see here some of the money and the suggestions. A loan is being mooted. He's only priced at 70 million by transfer marks. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, to be honest with you. I mean, you're not going to get 40 million. There's 40 million being said there. I don't think anyone's paying 40 million quid for Antony. He's had basically 2 and a bit seasons of doing next to out. One and a bit season of doing next to out. His first season was all right. Plus, he's got this sort of reputation of having a bit of a bad attitude. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Let me know what you think. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Nihat Mazir says, maybe Antony could be sold to Brazil under 20 million. I don't know, would he go back to Brazil? Does he want to do that? He's been in Europe for a few years now. He might want to stay in Europe. R.I.P says we'd be lucky to get 15. Ethan Sweeney goes further and says 40 quid maybe. 40 million, no chance. I don't know with Antony. I just if you're a manager, I always put myself in a manager's shoes. Right? If you're a manager, you're looking for someone. You go, right, we need a right winger who can, get me assists, get me goals, who can cause defences problems. Is Antony going to be on your list? Is he going to be someone you go, yeah, let's bring him in from Manchester United? Because I mean, how much would he cost for starters? Let's say United are saying, right, well, we want 30 million for him. Let's just say United went 30. Is he worth 30 million to you? I mean, I don't know. It's weird because I don't want to hate on Antony. I don't. And there was a time when I thought there was a player there, but it's just not happening for him, is it? It really isn't. And I just don't know if there's going to be a club that comes in for him and pays decent amount of money for him. I don't know. Maybe let me know what you think. I don't want to sort of, like I said, I don't like sort of this reputation. People might think I've got a problem with. I've got it in for him. It's not. I just don't think he's good enough. That's all it is. And, he's a player that's at Manchester United. We brought him in for a lot of money. There's rumours of him going somewhere else. Will he get a chance under Ruben Amorim? More chance under Ruben Amorim? I'm not so sure. We'll have to wait and see. I just don't think he's that great. Manish Bandari says, Jay, why is our South American scouting so bad? I don't think it's South American scouting, to be honest with you. I get your point, but you look at the players we've brought in from South America, most of the time they've come from Europe. It's not, some of them have come from South America, but when you look at Fred, I think, came from Shakhtar Donetsk. Antony came from Ajax. Casemiro came from Real Madrid. It's not, these weren't scouted in South America. They were looked at what they'd done in Europe, and also, it wasn't really scouting, was it? It's Casemiro. Everyone knew a lot about Casemiro. Let's not kid ourselves. So I don't know. It's just we don't seem to have been able to. Sort of when we have scouted players from South America. I think the Silva twins from South America, one or two others. I think did Marcus Rojo, did he come directly from South America? I can't remember. But we've not had a lot of success stories. We've had some. But I just think scouting in general hasn't been great post Sir Alex Ferguson. It really hasn't. It's not just South America, it's European scouting, Premier League scouting. We've spent so much money and yet we're still so far where we need to be. It's actually really unnerving. Let's go on to David Beckham and talking about Kath. There was loads of tributes for Kath Phipps, who worked at United for over 55 years and was a hugely popular member of staff at Carrington. So you can see there, Manchester United icon David Beckham has described Kath Phipps as the heartbeat of the club in an emotional tribute. The Old Trafford Club announced the death of the popular staff member Phipps, aged 85, on Thursday, and there has been immediate reaction on social media from those who had the privilege of knowing her. Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Patrice Evra, Peter Schmeichel and Paul Scholes were among those to pay their tribute. I think you might even see, if you scroll down, have you got the picture from, he's got the picture from Bex there. Has it? There was a nice picture of Bex holding hands with her. I don't know if it's on there. Yeah, there it is. You can see. Yeah, she was lovely, Kath. We had the privilege of meeting her at Carrington, and you can see the tribute there. She was the heartbeat of United. Everyone knew who Kath was, and everyone adored her. I moved up to Manchester at 15, and Kath made a promise to my mum and dad, I'll look after your boy for you, don't worry. And from that first day till the last day I spent with her, that's exactly what she did. Old Trafford will never be the same without your smile. As we walk through those doors, we love you. Couldn't agree more. When we met her, she was showing us a picture. I think she'd been given an award by Michael Carrick, and she showed us this picture, and she was just dead lovely. Just chatted to us like she'd known us for years, and you couldn't help but just respect her. She'd be sorely missed. We've got, I don't even know the name on that, sorry, forgive me. It was that, someone's just, I can't see what it is. Someone's just become a member, someone's just commented they're a member of the Academy. There you can see our tribute, there you go. See that picture there? There's a picture, so this was from a couple of years ago, and she was showing us this. We were there, and she said, I've got an award recently. I think there's Michael Carrick and Fergie on that picture with her, and she'd been given an award, I think, for service to football. And she was dead proud of her award. I think it was from the LMA. You can see it there, the League Managers Association. And she told us about it and went and got her reward. She went, oh, can I show it? I've got it here. She went and got it. And we were like, yeah, let's have a look. And then showed us the picture. And I'm not kidding you. I loved it. It was great. I think we were there to do some sort of press conference, I think, with Diogo Dalot. And that was the highlight of the day, if I'm being brutally honest. Should be sorely missed. Let's talk about these left-backs then. So Luke Shaw's injured. What are we going to do without Luke Shaw? There's a story here. Where's this from, sorry? So this is Stretty News. You all love Stretty News. United have a handful of Shaw, of potential Shaw replacements. So it's got here about the Shaw replacements, the likes of Theo Hernandez, Milos Kerkez and Davies. Now, there's a story doing the rounds about Davies that United planning to have talks with him. If we can just find that. There you go. So you can see this from the Metro. It says United are keen to speak with Alphonso Davies in January to discuss a free transfer move to Old Trafford. He's out of contract at Bayern in the summer. Now, Real Madrid are sniffing round. And usually, when Real Madrid want a player, they get a player. Not all the time, though. Yeah? 3 words. Leny Yoro. So, you never know, right? But we know it's going to be difficult. That's why it doesn't surprise me if United are going to go early. Like, if we can get in there first, woo him, offer him a load of dough, convince him that his future lies playing the likes of Bodo Glimt and Pauk, not playing in the Champions League against the likes of Barcelona and Juventus. Maybe we can get him to join United. However, that story in the Metro has been dismissed somewhat by Jack Talbot. I like Jack. I know him. I think he's just gone over to court offside. I can't remember where he was. He was at one paper, but he's gone over to court offside. He's a good lad. Says, don't believe Man United are anywhere near Alphonso Davies for what it's worth, especially given their financial situation and his wage demands. So, who you believe in there? You've got Stretty News saying he's on a shortlist. You've got the Metro saying we're ready to open talks. But you've got Jack saying, nah, I don't buy it. Let me know what you think. Give me a shout. Let's have a conversation on. Stephanie Griffith, over 600 watching. Push those likes up, people. Let's get to 100 likes. Some people we'll get onto it sometimes. People saying 3 words, Jay. I'll name this podcast later. One of the best parts of being a United fan is getting to know amazing people like Kath and Abdullah. Just shows we can come from different corners of the world, but United makes it family. Well said, UTP, GGMU. And I thank everyone again for the kind words we've had, both myself personally and on the channel, following the tragic news about the passing of Abdullah. We do appreciate the support we've had. It does mean a lot. It really does. I know you might, sound cheesy, but we are a family here. We've known each other for years. We're all mates. We've all worked together for years. It's one of the reasons why we wanted to carry on working together, and Full-Time Devils became Stretford Paddock. Abdul's been a massive, massive part of that for many, many years, and he is sorely missed, and we appreciate all the love we've had. Akash K says, Jay, I've been very impressed with Kerkez going forward this season, and I take him for 40 million. Also Premier League experience as well. We can develop further, being only 21. Yeah, I think Laurie Whitwell mentioned this when we had him on Inside United yesterday. Is it Milos Kerkez? We've been linked with him as well. Been linked with everyone at the minute, haven't we? One to keep an eye on, though. We'll have to wait and see. Let's talk about Ruben Amorim. I mentioned Leny Yoro earlier. We've got a story here. Ruben Amorim will make a young star a crucial part of his project at Manchester United, and both he and the club are convinced they pulled off a transfer masterstroke. Do you know what? The words Manchester United, transfer and masterstroke do not go together at all, and I've got 2 billion reasons to show you why they don't, right? The last time United made a transfer masterstroke was Sir Alex Ferguson was the manager, and it involved a phone call with Howard Wilkinson. Yeah, I mean, look, United have done some good business, right? I'm not saying we haven't. Leny Yoro looks like a good signing. I think Nusayr Mazraoui is a very good signing, but it seems here that, according to Romano, Amorim and his coaching staff were speaking about Yoro as crucial to part of their plans, even before he took the job at United. We saw that little cameo at the Emirates, didn't we? And you've got to give the Yoro his credit, because coming into a game like that, the team is struggling. I've just dropped my keys, forgive me. The team is struggling. A lot of pressure on you. Obviously, Arsenal are a very good team, and you come into that game and he just does really well. Just doesn't put a foot wrong. Bodes well, I think, for the future. And you think a back three of Martinez, De Ligt, and Yoro, I think that's mint. I think that complements each other perfectly. I think you've got the physicality and the height of Dalot as well. He's very good on the ball. Martinez is one of the best under pressure on the ball I've ever seen, genuinely. And you've got Leny Yoro, who looks like he could be one of the best young defenders in the world. So I think you've got a little bit of everything there. And I think if you can get the wing-backs right and you've got that back three, you're going to be very, very difficult to break down defensively, especially if Manuel Ugarte continues doing what he's doing in front of that defence as well. I think that's looking a little bit tasty. It really is. I think next season, I don't want to get carried away, but we'll win the title. Real Madrid want Diogo Dalot. I saw this one doing the rounds, right? So according to Gimme Sport, Los Blancos are targeting a move for Man United right-back Diogo Dalot. Real Madrid are looking to sign a new right-back, and they have been linked with a move for Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jeremy Frimpong, Pedro Porro and Joan Lu. The long-term injury to Dani Carvajal has left them short in the right-back position, and Man United stars the latest player to catch their attention. Dalot is a key member of the Man United squad, and they want to keep the Portuguese player at the club. However, Real Madrid believe an offer in the region of 45 million would be enough to sign the Premier League defender. Let me know what you think about this. Would you have this? Would you be happy to see Diogo Dalot go to Real Madrid? I'll be honest with you. He's having a bit of an underwhelming season, Diogo Dalot. I like Dalot, and I thought he had a good season last season. This season, not so much. Does that mean you sell him? I don't know. I doubt it. And he can play either left or right back or left or right wing back. And he has done a decent job there over the last couple of years. So it might be a little bit premature. If you can sell him and bring someone else in, if you've got a plan where you go, look, if we sell Dalot, we can bring in a Kirkes or whoever. All right, I can stomach that. But if you're just going, oh yeah, well, 45 million or whatever is decent, let's just get rid of him, and then we'll go out and we'll try and find someone else, and we end up spending 50 million on someone who ain't any good. I'm not about that. Moody Mank 63 says Trent on a free, surely. We don't know what's going to happen with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Maybe. Amaj Guy says take it. Salim Yusop says just sell Dalot. Santa Notch says I'd value Dalot higher than Antony. I would. I know you're laughing emojis there, Notch, but I would. Ant L says, Jay, I've never rated Dalot that highly. If we can get good money for him, do it. Adam Hutchinson says swap for Davies. I don't know if Real Madrid are going to swap. Well, they can't, for starters, because they don't own Alphonso Davies. He plays for Bayern Munich. And I don't think Bayern Munich are in for Diogo Dalot. So that's where that idea falls down. Other than that, it's a great one. Bernardino says Dalot is a useful squad player. Katie Cooper says, morning Jay, why is there so many leaks on lineup and dressing room news? It's the nature of the beast at United, isn't it? It's been like that post Sir Alex. There's been a lot of dressing room leaks. No manager's really been able to get grips with it and stop it, and it's still going on. Obviously, we had the Mazraoui news that came from someone in the squad, we believe, I don't know, about him not wanting to wear that jacket. We've had other lineups being leaked as well. So there's obviously someone in the dressing room who could be several people who are telling people, and it's the way it is with social media now. Back in the day, you could tell someone, I don't know, 10 minutes before it's announced, the lineup, you could tell them, and they couldn't tell they could tell the mates, but they couldn't do anything with it, because it's like in 10 minutes time, everyone knows anyway. Nowadays, someone can go on Twitter or they can go on Facebook or whatever, or Instagram, and just get it out there. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know if you're going to be able to stop that. People blaming Marcus Rashford. Jaws says it's probably Rashford. Rurkoff MJ says leaks again, Rash or Shaw. Don't know. John Kine says, Jay, love your high-pitched laugh, bro. You at the Forest game tomorrow? Yes, I am. I'll be there. And I want to see us bouncing back from that disappointing defeat at the Emirates. I think we're doing all right under Ruben Amorim. I can see there's been changes that are taking effect. And I think this is a good game for us tomorrow. Forest are a decent team. Don't let the recent result against City confuse you. They've been at the top end of the table for a reason. But it's a test I expect Manchester United to be able to pass. So I will be there. We're going to have the preview later on today as well. Me and Joe will be looking at the Forest game. So we'll have that later on today. We're going to wait till after the press conference. I think there's a press conference today. Is there a press conference today? Yeah. Yes, there's a press conference. So we'll have it after the press conference. Also as well, we'll have the brew. I think there's about 4 of us on the brew as well. So if you're not doing already, make sure you are hitting like, share, and subscribe. I'm Jay Moy. This has been The Paper Talk. Thanks for watching.